Since you clicked this video, I'm gonna have you do a backflip on the count of 3, okay? 1, 2. Taking things to the extreme typically results in bad things. You never really want to take things to the extreme. And I also don't know why. I think backflips are sick as hell. And if you can do one, I hate you. I mean, I envy you. I mean, good for you, dude. Congrats, I guess. But backflips aren't really cutting it out for me, you know? I want to do more, and I want to do that with games. Specifically games that are extreme. Specifically the games that are extreme, but they're spelled with like an X, like, you know, Xtreme. Is that even like a proper way of spelling extreme? So today I have for us a curated list of some extreme games that we are going to go through and, you know, decipher if these games are truly extreme with the letter X. And to kick off this list, we got Extreme Bowling for the PS2. God, that is sick as fuck. You know, bowling being extreme, count me in. Every time I go bowling, I score myself a 90 game. I'm so bad. I'm so ass at bowling. It always hurts my shoulder in my little hand. I end up just tossing that shit. All right. AMF Extreme Bowling. I don't know what AMF stands for. Assured minimum faculty? What does AMF stand for in texting? Okay, what if we did it? What does AMF mean bowling? American Machine and Foundry. So, AMF Extreme Bowling. It is a 2006 bowling video game, obviously. And it was released for the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox. And for an extreme game, this got terrible reviews. This game holds like a 30% rating on Metacritic for the PlayStation, and then like a 34% rating for the Xbox. So if you have an Xbox and you got this game, I guess you're playing it better than the PlayStation, guys. There's also a review I found, and they gave it a 1.5 out of 5. And this reviewer said that the gameplay struggles completely by being merely nothing at all. How could you be nothing? You're extreme. And looking into the gameplay, there are actually only 3 modes that you can choose from. 2-player, tournament, and practice. There's no like extreme mode, you know? That's what I would expect, like bowling, backflip, battle royales, BBB, if you will. Isn't that just the Better Business Bureau? Whatever. Backflips and bowling. I don't know. But yeah, that's really it. You just bowl. Very clearly nothing extreme going on here in this game. Not even like cool over the top like bowling balls, right? Like at least something like that. Like a bowling ball that's just like on fire or covered in spikes. Or why is everything dangerous in my head? Not even like different outfits or like bowling lanes that, you know, could add to the hype of it being extreme. So like, why name it extreme? Especially with an X. And at least with like other bowling games like, you know, Milo's Astro Lanes. Granted, that is, you know, in the name Astro as in space, but like, you know, you're in space, you're bowling with aliens. Like, that's sick as hell. There's also another really funny review I saw on IGN, and they gave it like a 2 out of 10, but they said there's graphics and sound that do nothing to enhance the package. There's nothing going on in this game. I guess maybe, you know what, maybe that's as extreme as bowling can get. If you're a bowler out there, let me know. Is that as extreme as it gets? Like, that's it. That is sick fucking bowling right there. This game was developed by Atomic Planet Entertainment, and I found out, this made me so happy when I found out that they also developed the Real Madrid the game. And I talked about like the box art for this game like a while ago, because just like the name itself, it is just very lazy and so bad and Helvetica font. And that made me, you know, that made me kind of like the game that they made a little bit more. But you know what else I found very interesting is that they developed another bowling game. And the other bowling game was Bowling Pin Busters for the Wii. And looking into that game, it looks like that game has a little bit more personality and extremeness. Because in the game, players can choose from 8 unique characters. And the environment, it offers like mirrored balls, hot neon lights, and strobe effect, mirrored balls. Like, at least there was like something different going on in that game. So I'm gonna say extreme bowling for the PlayStation. Not extreme. Okay, before you guys beat me up and before you hate me and say, Angela, you know what, this game doesn't even start with extreme in the title, you lying jerk. But But I say, look at this cover art. Look how enticing and intriguing it is. Doesn't it make you just wanna do a backflip or I gotta shut up. I actually have to shut up about that. Like, I'm done. No more backflips. But doesn't it make you want to do something crazy? And it even says on the game itself, EVO is for the hardcore, whether they be hardcore into trucks or gaming. And that's just pretty extreme to me. This game was developed by Terminal Reality. They are the creator of Infernal Engine, and a key component to the Infernal Engine is the velocity physics, a physics simulator that offers an advanced collision system, dynamic destruction for scenery and environmental objects, and accurate vehicle driving dynamics, and real human body physics with anatomical joint constraints. If you were wondering so much about the joints on CPU's bodies. And I also think it's pretty neat to mention that the game can use maps created by the users themselves, and they could download them onto a hard drive and also make skins for people to use. And you know what? Who knows what they were designing? They were probably making some really sick shit in that game. And here, I will show you. That is pretty hot. I won't lie. This is actually so sick and extreme, I might add. If I owned the Red Bull Dodge Durango, I don't think I would ever feel any amount of sadness within me. I think every day would be a good day. I'm actually crying over this one. The spikes are killing me. This is just some guy's car. This is your coworker's car. That's it. I think we found the most extreme one. I don't have anything else to say about it. Just let this one speak for itself. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm done after this one. The gameplay features off-road racing, and modes featured in the game were career mode, online mode, and map editor, and versus mode. And the reviews of the game are all pretty mixed, but they're seemingly more on the positive side. However, the Dreamcast version was a nominee at the Electric Playground's 2000 Blister Awards. How exciting. The nomination was for Best Console Driving Game, but they did lose to Smuggler's Run. You sick son of a bitch. Next up on our list, we have extreme fishing. If extreme bowling wasn't enough, because it wasn't, we got fishing now. So extreme fishing was released on the Wii, and this whole thing is just so silly because there were so many fishing games released for the Wii, and the only reason that this one is extreme is because you could fish with a bow and a spear gun. The game was released in October of 2009 for the Wii, and it was developed by EV Interactive. And almost all the games that company developed were literally just hunting games. And I don't know, after seeing the hunting games that they made and just kind of comparing this fishing game to the others, I don't know if it deserves the extreme title so much. I think literally the only reason that it does have extreme is because of the scuba diving spear gun part, but you can already do that in Endless Ocean. So is Endless Ocean an extreme game, or is this just another fishing game? I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm actually asking. This is your assignment. And last but not least, the thing that kind of inspired me to make this video in the first place, extreme polygon. And if you're watching this video and the entire time you're you know what, Ange, this is all baby talk and there's no extreme. Well, listen, look no further. I really don't know what else to say about Extreme Polygon. If you look up the summary for it, it is Extreme Polygon is a game of where up to 16 players can go against each other in arena of power-ups and deadly shapes. I bet none of those shapes can even backflip.